there is a message for those who are worried, anxious, and afraid of what is coming. Many people believe that September 2025 will bring something extraordinary, something dangerous, something that will shake the world. But God said, September 2025 is like any other month. Why did He say this? Because we often give power to fear instead of faith. We allow rumors to control our minds instead of listening to truth and wisdom. When you wake up in September, the sun will rise the same way it did yesterday. The air will still flow through your lungs. Life will continue because the world is designed to move forward, not to stop because of your fear. The truth is, no month is magical, but every month can be meaningful. The difference depends on you. Fear is something that enters your life quietly. It does not knock on the door. It slips through the cracks of your thoughts, settles in your mind, and slowly begins to control the way you live. People think fear comes from outside, from events, from dates, from warnings that others speak about. But the truth is, fear is not a storm that attacks you. Fear is a seed planted in your mind that you water every day with attention. When you wake up and your first thought is about something bad that could happen, you have already given fear the power to shape your reality. And this is what many people do when they hear someone say, September will be dangerous. Something big will happen. They allow that thought to become a shadow that follows them everywhere. But the reality is this: fear is not in the month, fear is in the mind. God did not design months to bring you terror. He designed them to give you time. And what you do with that time determines what you experience. Fear is not a fact. It is a choice you make when you believe a thought without questioning it. Think about this. How many times in your life have you feared something that never happened? How many nights did you lose sleep worrying about problems that never came? You spent hours, days, sometimes weeks imagining disasters that never arrived. Fear robbed you of your peace, your joy, your energy, and in the end, nothing happened. That proves something very important: fear is not reality. Fear is imagination dressed up as truth. It is your mind telling you a story, and you are believing it without asking, is this real? If you are honest with yourself, most of the fears that controlled you were nothing but illusions. You were living in a prison, and the prison door was never locked. You could have walked out any time, but you stayed inside because you thought the walls were real. That is the power of fear. It convinces you that you are trapped when in fact you are free. So, what does it mean when God says September is like any other month? It means stop worshipping fear. Stop giving energy to rumors, predictions, and voices that try to control you. Fear cannot live without your attention. It needs you to feed it every day with thoughts like, what if this happens? What if I fail? What if the world changes overnight? But those what ifs are not truth. They are just possibilities, and possibilities exist on both sides. If you can imagine something bad, you can also imagine something good. If your mind has the power to create fear, it also has the power to create faith. Fear and faith are the same force moving in opposite directions. Fear believes something bad will happen. Faith believes something good will happen. And here is the most powerful truth. You are the one who decides which story to believe. But most people don't decide, they just react. They hear something and accept it without filtering it. Someone says, September will bring chaos, and suddenly, their mind becomes a theater playing the movie of destruction. They see accidents, they imagine loss, they feel anxiety as if it is real. But why? Because they never stop to ask, who is directing this movie? Who gave this thought permission to enter my mind? When you live unconsciously, every voice becomes your truth. That is why you must take back control. Your mind is a garden. If you don't plant flowers, weeds will grow. Fear is a weed. It does not need permission, it just needs neglect. Leave your mind unguarded, and fear will enter. But if you guard your mind with awareness, You will catch fear when it tries to sneak in, and you will say, "No, you don't belong here." That is how you remove fear, not by fighting it, but by refusing to believe in its reality. When people ask, "How do I stop fearing?" I tell them you cannot stop fear by force. The more you resist, the more it persists. Fear is like darkness. You cannot fight darkness with a stick. You cannot shout at darkness to leave. The only way to remove darkness is to turn on the light. And what is the light? Awareness, truth, clarity. The moment you see fear for what it is, a thought, not a fact, it loses its power. You stop identifying with it. You stop saying, "I am afraid," and you start saying, "There is fear in me." That small shift changes everything, because now you are not the fear, you are the observer of fear. And if you can observe it, you can control it. That is the beginning of freedom. Now imagine this. A person who lives every day in fear of the future can never enjoy the present. Their eyes are always looking for danger, so they never see beauty. The sunrise comes, and instead of feeling gratitude, they feel tension. The day begins, and instead of planning with hope, they plan with worry. Fear steals the now because it projects you into a future that does not exist. And what is life except a series of now moments? If fear takes your now, it takes your life. That is why it is so important to break free from it. Because every day you spend in fear is a day you never get back. But let us go deeper. Why do we fear? We fear because we crave control. We want to know what will happen tomorrow. We want certainty, and when life does not give it, we create stories to prepare for the worst. Fear is a defense mechanism of the mind. It says, if I imagine the bad thing now, I will be ready when it comes. But that is a lie, because fear does not prepare you. It paralyzes you. You spend so much time worrying that you have no energy left to act. Fear consumes the energy you need for solutions. So instead of preparing you, fear weakens you. That is why the strongest people are not those without problems, they are those without fear. They walk through uncertainty with courage, not because they know everything will be fine, but because they know they will be fine no matter what happens. That is the attitude you need, not, I hope nothing bad happens, but even if something happens, I can handle it. That confidence kills fear. And remember this, life was never meant to be predictable. If you need everything to be certain before you feel peace, you will never feel peace, because life changes every second. Seasons change, circumstances change, people change. So stop demanding certainty. Start building stability within yourself. When the storm comes, don't pray for the wind to stop. Pray to become the tree that can bend without breaking. That is strength. That is mastery. Fear asks for life to change. Courage asks for the strength to face life as it is. Which one will you choose? September will not harm you. October will not harm you. No month has the power to destroy you unless you give it that power. The calendar is not your enemy. Your mind can be. But the mind can also be your greatest ally if you train it. And how do you train it? By practice. Every time fear comes, don't run from it, look at it. Ask, is this real or is this just a thought? 90% of the time, it is just a thought. The other 10%, you can handle it. And when you handle it, you become stronger. That is the beauty of facing fear. It is not the end of your growth, it is the beginning. So the next time someone says, this month is cursed, this date will bring disaster, smile and say, maybe for you, but not for me. Because you know the truth. Fear is not in the month, fear is in the mind. And your mind is under your control. You can choose to live in fear, or you can choose to live in faith. Both take the same amount of energy, so why waste your life on the one that kills your peace? Choose the one that gives you strength. Choose the one that makes you free. Fear is a choice, not a fact. And today, right now, you have the power to choose differently. Do not wait for the month to change. Let this moment change you. Because once you master your mind, no date, no rumor, no storm can master you. You are free. You were always free. You just forgot. Now remember, people wait for something special to happen before they decide to change their life. They wait for a new year, a new month, a new Monday. They say, when September comes, I will start. When the time is right, I will act. But the truth is, there is no magical date on the calendar that will make you successful. There is no month that holds the secret to your transformation. Change does not come from the outside, change comes from the inside. And the key to real transformation is not waiting. It is consistency. It is doing the small things every single day, even when nobody is watching, even when nobody claps, even when it feels boring, even when you feel like quitting. That is the difference between those who dream and those who achieve. The dreamers wait for the perfect moment. The achievers create progress out of ordinary days. Let me tell you something that most people never understand. Life does not reward intensity. Life rewards consistency. Anyone can be intense for a day, a week, even a month. Anyone can go to the gym for 7 days and work like a beast. Anyone can meditate for 10 hours on a retreat. Anyone can eat clean for a short time when motivation is high. But what happens after that? They stop, they lose the energy, they quit when the excitement fades. Because excitement is temporary, consistency is eternal. You don't need to do everything in one day, you need to do something every day. That is how mountains are moved, stone by stone, not all at once. Think about the river that cuts through the rock. It does not do it with power, it does it with persistence. Drop by drop, flow by flow, day after day, without stopping, without rushing. That is how nature works. And that is how your life works. The results you want will not come from one big effort. They will come from 1,000 small efforts, repeated with patience. But people hate patience because they love shortcuts. They want success now. They want health now. They want peace now. But life is not a microwave. Life is a slow fire. It cooks you slowly, and if you stay in the fire, you become strong. If you run every time it gets uncomfortable, you stay raw forever. So when you say, September will be different, ask yourself, why wasn't August different? Why wasn't July different? The answer is not in the month. The answer is in your habits. You can change the calendar, but if you don't change your daily actions, nothing changes. If you wake up tomorrow and repeat yesterday, your future will look exactly like your past. That is why consistency matters. Because consistency is the bridge between intention and manifestation. Without consistency, your dreams stay in your head. With consistency, they become reality. But here is the problem: consistency is not sexy. It is not glamorous. It is not exciting. It is doing the same thing again and again, sometimes without immediate results, sometimes without applause, sometimes without feeling motivated. That is why most people fail. They want results fast, and when they don't see them, they give up. They say, it's not working. But success is not magic, it is math. If you put in the reps, you get the results. Not today, not tomorrow, but eventually. Because everything compounds. Every workout makes you stronger. Every book you read makes you wiser. Every act of kindness makes you softer inside. Every small step adds up. The problem is, people underestimate the power of small steps, so they don't take them. They think one day doesn't matter, but one day repeated becomes your life. One missed day becomes 2, then 3, then a habit, and habits decide your destiny. Look around at anyone you admire: athletes, artists, entrepreneurs, monks, leaders. What do they all have in common? Consistency. They did not become great because they did something big once. They became great because they did something small every day. They trained when they didn't feel like training. They practiced when nobody was watching. They woke up early when everyone else was sleeping. They showed up when excuses told them to stay home. That is what makes them different. Not talent, not luck, not timing, consistency. And the good news, you don't need to be special to be consistent. You just need discipline. And discipline is not something you are born with, it is something you build. How? By doing the thing, even when you don't feel like doing it. That is the price of greatness. That is the path to freedom. But most people wait to feel ready. They wait for motivation. They say, I will start when I feel inspired. Let me tell you the truth, if you wait to feel ready, you will wait forever. Because the feeling comes after the action, not before. Motivation is not the cause of action. Motivation is the result of action. You start moving, and then you feel motivated. You start working out, and then you feel strong. You start meditating, and then you feel peaceful. Action creates emotion, not the other way around. So stop waiting to feel ready. Start, and the feeling will follow. Now, let's talk about why people break consistency. The main reason is that they think too big. They set a huge goal, and when they can't reach it in one step, they quit. They say, I want to lose 20 kilos. And then they go to the gym, train hard for 2 weeks. And when they don't see results, they stop. But the goal was never the problem. The approach was, you don't climb a mountain in one jump. You climb step by step. So break your goal into small, daily actions. Instead of saying, I will read 50 books this year, say, I will read 10 pages today. Instead of saying, I will meditate for 1 hour every day, say, I will meditate for 5 minutes today. Because small wins create momentum, and momentum creates miracles. The magic is not in doing everything at once. The magic is in never stopping. And here is another truth: consistency beats talent. The world is full of talented people who never made it because they lacked consistency. And the world is full of average people who became legends because they showed up every day. Hard work beats talent when talent does not work hard. So don't worry about being the best. Worry about being consistent. Because if you stay consistent, you will eventually become the best version of yourself. But consistency is not just about success. It is about identity. When you do something every day, it becomes who you are. You don't just read books, you become a reader. You don't just exercise, you become an athlete. You don't just pray, you become spiritual. That is the real power of consistency. It shapes your character, and character shapes your destiny. Because life does not give you what you want, life gives you what you are. And you become what you repeatedly do. So if you want to change your life, don't change the month. Change your daily actions. Change what you do every morning, every evening, every moment. That is where transformation begins. So when you hear someone say, September is a lucky month, smile and say, every month is lucky if I show up. Because the truth is, luck is not something you wait for. Luck is something you create by being prepared. And preparation comes from consistency. If opportunity knocks and you are not ready, you will miss it. But if you are consistent, you will always be ready. That is why you cannot afford to skip the small things. Because the small things are the big things in disguise. Every day you show up, you are building something invisible. It is like planting seeds. You don't see the tree on the first day. You water the soil and nothing happens. You water it again and still nothing. People laugh. They say, why are you wasting your time? But you keep watering. One day, a small green shoot appears. Then it grows and grows and grows. And suddenly, you have a tree that gives shade, fruit, life. That is what consistency does. It creates results silently, then shows them loudly. So stop waiting for the right time. Stop waiting for motivation. Stop waiting for a month to change your destiny. The month will not change you. The year will not change you. You will change you. And you will do it through the power of consistency. Because greatness is not built in one day. Greatness is built every day. And today is your day to begin. Not tomorrow, not next month. Today, because if not now, when? And if not you, who? Gratitude. A simple word, yet a force so powerful that it can transform the way you see life, the way you feel life, and the way you live life. Most people think gratitude is something you express only when something big happens. When you get a promotion, when you buy a house, when something great knocks on your door. But true gratitude is not about waiting for big things to arrive. It is about recognizing the small